'Cause it's late at night and I'm feeling right. Oh, what a night, oh, what a night. Late at night and I'm feeling right. Cause this is late at night and I'm feeling right. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. What's going on, guys? Good evening, good evening. This is late at night and I'm feeling right. Oh, one night. Oh, what a night. Cause it's late as night and I'm feeling right. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Who likes that song? Y'all like that song? That's throwback. That's old school, ain't it? Ain't it? I'm trying to get my last, hey, looking good. Thank you. Y'all gonna have to start calling me Fondue because I'm trying to dip in that. Okay, do you write on every good looking black woman's live? Because you wrote that last week or maybe yesterday. So I'm thinking you copy and pasting that on all the black women's lives. And if you are, that's okay. I love it. Keep doing it, dear. It's great. It's great. Your lips are shaking. Yes, this is AI lips, dear. AI. This isn't real lipstick. I'm AI. Just like you guys are AIing that you have a job, but you don't really have a job. It's just you in an AI background office. What is AI lipstick? Because you fine. Yes, I did. Because you fine. Thank you, UTRL. Oh, a filter. I thought I was going nutty. God is in control. Yes, he is. God is in control. That's why we shouldn't worry about anything ever. Because God makes no mistakes, dear. He makes no mistakes. I had a green drink. It was green apples, mangoes, kale, ginger, lime juice, coconut milk, and vanilla ginger seltzer water, or vanilla yuzu. You know that it's like a Japanese lemon, so vanilla yuzu seltzer water in there. It was really good. I'm an FWA, a Foundational White American. Oh, that's great, dear. That's great. I love to see my FWAs in here. The FWAs and the FBAs. Isn't it great to be American? We're so lucky, dear. We're so lucky and so blessed. It's a Foundational White American. I like it. I think they need to stick with it. I like it. I like it. Because you gotta differentiate, right? You gotta differentiate. Because if everyone comes here and becomes an American, then they can be a white American. If someone comes here from Sweden and they're white and they come here and they become an American, they're a white American. So how am I supposed to differentiate from a brand new Swedish white American from a 1504 white Native American white American? Yeah, nobody. That is like, it needs to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Because we are different, dear. We are different. We are different, dear. There was a girl on there's this girl, she has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna get her name and bring it here. And she was talking about you know, like James Smith and Pocahontas's family. And some of those people are still existing today. The people of John Smith and Pocahontas. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They still here today. So white people mix, Native American people mix with white people too. I don't look at skin or race. Those who love the Constitution, the country, God, freedom, patriotism, hard workers, then please stay here. Yep, me too. I agree. I agree. The problem is a lot of these people don't love God. They're not hard workers. And they do care about skin and race. That's the problem. And they don't care about the Constitution. They probably don't even read it. They don't even know about it. They don't even know what it is, probably. But we're getting better. People are getting better. We're reading more. We're learning more. What was that USC I learned today? 241, I think US 16, USC 241, something like that. Pretty good stuff. The Constitution is great, man. We should just read the Constitution in school. We should all take a constitutional law class in high school. Because Americans need to know their constitutional rights. Like, I don't even know all mine. Yep, bunch of idiots. Dems make me sick. Oh, thank you. We have an American in here, a true American, a Republican American, and he says the Dems make him sick. Yes, and you know, Constitution was based off the Ten Commandments, but schools are brainwashing camps. Yep, they are brainwashing them, man. They're brainwashing them into being liberals, neoliberals. Also, I'm from Texas. Hey, howdy, partner. Howdy, Texas. Big Texas in here. That's what's up. Yeah, man, they are. They're brainwashing people. The schools are doing it. They're doing it from pre-K, and they're doing it in the universities, in the colleges. Like if you take a political science class, because you do have to take political science when you go to university, and most of the people teaching those political science classes are neoliberalism Democrats, people who just got, I don't want to say it, just got off the boat, and they feel like we should have free trade. We should just be bringing everyone's stuff over here, even with no, they shouldn't have to pay anything to come to sell their stuff in our country. They should have free rights to sell in our land, no nothing, even though, we even have to pay, we have to pay to live here, when you pay property taxes. Yeah, it's amazing how dumb and ignorant the new generation is. We didn't know how good we had in the 90s and early 2000s. Once smartphones emerged, society became dumb and hard. Yeah, they are dumb. You would think that they would use that phone to research, at least research Republicans and Democrats. I mean, once you read the difference, you should automatically say, I want to be a Republican. What the hell is so great about being a Democrat? After you see what all these Democrats have done, why would you want to be one? Hi, Curtis Carter. Why would you want to be one? Why would you want to be associated with one? And they turn on each other. They'll turn each other in. Yeah. They'll use each other just to steal money. Like, let's say you're a Democrat and then you hire a bunch of Democrats you don't even know. You just hire them because they're Democrats. They'll steal money out of your office and then you'll go down for it. Yes, colleges are the worst, but so many people are sacked into emotions as feelings and afraid to offend a certain group. That's why I like Trump. He's old school, totally. Yep, sure do. Tell it like it is. Remember when he first came out? Oh man. Oh man, I wanna watch his old campaign runs when he was doing his speeches, trying to get elected the first time. Oh man, that should make you laugh because it's so true. So are you an AVR? What's an AVR? What does that stand for? Trump is great, man. Trump is so great. We're so lucky to have him as a president. Oh man, we lucked out. Imagine if we would have had Kamala Harris. It'd be over for all of us. It would be over. Just imagine. Trump 2027. Yeah. I posted something. I don't know if you saw my post, but someone was saying that Trump can run again. You just can't run consecutively after 2 terms. But if another person wins the 3rd term, you can run another 2 terms again. Isn't that great? Ooh, let's keep putting them in there. Boom, boom, boom. Hey girl, hey. My dad's generation growing up in the South, in the military, everyone just got along. Black, white, brown. We grew up here with everyone just being neighbors and Americans. Now race is the focus. And you know who's making race the focus, right? It's the Democrats, man. It's the Democrats. They're trying to get everybody colluded into war and thinking that, I mean, not war, but into race, and to think that, white people don't like black people don't like white people. And then, so we all the blacks vote Democrat and the whites vote Republican. Well, what are your facts? Because Trump, he's American first. He's American first. What's wrong with taking oil? What's wrong with drilling oil? Everybody else drilling oil. Why we can't drill no oil? Is this about the oil? I left the Republican Party. Republican and Democrat are the same damn people as far as I'm concerned. I'm a registered libertarian. Sir, all you doing is wasting your vote. Because there ain't gonna be no damn libertarians on the ballot. And if it is, they ain't gonna win. The winner is either gonna be blue or red. And we saw what happens when you vote blue. When you vote blue, everybody American is gonna be taking the hit, and we're gonna be paying the price. So you gotta vote red so that we can get money in our pockets. Trump put more money in my pockets. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Yeah, they are. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. The enemies are in suits, the stock market, and the bankers. They are turning people against each other. We all gotta pay taxes, struggle, grind, live life, and survive. Yeah. Yeah. I got it, but I'm not voting for the lesser of 2 evils anymore. But you haven't said anything evil about him. What's the evil? There is no evil. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm getting married. I have kids, dog, game, room, studio. Please play some me in the house. Democrats are going to have a crash course with communism. Yeah. The DSA is going to destroy the DNC from within inside. Yep, they're gonna destroy the Democrats from inside because they all can't trust each other, man. They don't even trust each other. They can't. It's too a one for all, one for themselves. That it's just, oh, I gotta steal. They all about stealing and hurting the next person and hiding information. And let me see what's going on. Could you imagine if Kamala's president? We thought Biden was bad. God help us. Man, if Kamala's president, it'd be 5 billion Indians in the USA. And they'd be, oh man, they'd be buying up everything. I don't know how. Kamala, she probably would have gave him some money too. Not that I have a problem with Indians. I don't have a problem with Indians. I'm just saying, we can't let everybody over here. And if we are gonna let everybody over here, then y'all need to be Americans and let us do what America has to do to make America great. Don't come here and try to stop us and try to bring your free trade into our country, and we can't get no money, we can't drill no oil, we can't build no pipes. We can't frack. We can't do nothing. AOC, if you heard loud rap music and saw people of a certain demographic being loud, would your parents sell their house? Probably not, because I'm on an acre of land, so I wouldn't even be able to hear it. Depending upon how loud it is. If you heard loud, okay, I'm done with that. And AOC, it blows my mind how many fools are up there. People don't realize that oil is way more important, and any states will go to war for it. Yeah, because we gotta drive these cars. They done brought all these people over here and they all got cars. You're delusional. Block me. Bye. You ain't gonna tell me twice. Yeah, me either, but damn, look at the UK, and if they come here, assimilate, learn our culture and language, but they come from a country that's literally a giant dump. The Ganges River is raw sewage. Yeah, they won't even go out there and clean their damn river. If they won't clean their own river, what makes you think they're gonna clean here? We're just gonna become just like their country. Water is more important than oil. This lady cannot articulate like a U.S. and be mindful, but please, man, sir, if you're gonna say something in the comments, can you say something great about being a Democrat? Don't say anything to insult me. Say something great about a Democrat. We're saying things that's great about Trump, okay? We're gonna have more oil. We're gonna have more money in our pockets. We're gonna be paying less taxes. You're gonna be paying tariffs. We're gonna have ICE out there arresting the illegals and getting them out of here, and they're not gonna get any welfare and all that damn tax money. Those are the great things about Trump. Now say something great about being a Democrat. Don't say anything about me. Oh, she's tall, she's ugly, she's crazy, she can't take. Don't say that. Say something great about the Democrats. Water is more important than oil. Your grandparents are proud. Yes, they are. NYC, Michigan, and Minnesota are flooded with illegals, and Chicago is getting destroyed by Muslims. Yep. That's probably why they're acting all crazy out there, because they're smoking that marijuana and they're getting it from the you-know-who. Make me mad enough, I'm gonna say it. Yet they worship the river, drink in it, bathe in it, but not clean. Not all cultures are the same. Yeah, they worship the river, but they don't clean it. That's so funny. Black people need to worry about our community and economics. In order to do that, we're gonna have to get with white people too and save America. We not even gonna have a country, because they keep bringing the illegals. Where are they gonna go first? They're gonna come here. They're gonna come to the hood first. But that's where they're gonna set up shop. That's where they're gonna set up their corner stores. That's that witchcraft. USA just better. Democrats are junk punch. Ice, ice, baby. Hey. A Democrat lady, you definitely love my socialism. They can't, because they are angry and insane. They're so angry and they're so insane. What's wrong with them? Why are they so angry and insane? You some love Slims. Hey, no goddamn mining. Bathe in the Ganges. I gotta, that's the river, huh? Bathe in the bathtub water. Yeah. Yep. Drank you for calling ADHD, AD&D. Yep. They can't say nothing great about Democrats. They can't say nothing. When did we ever deal with white people? The Civil War, the Buffalo Soldiers. What about again, the country, the railroads in this country, the traffic light, the refrigerator, everything great that we've created here was possible because we have America, because we have patents in America, this country. You can't just take white people, their greatness away. They're great too. They came here with their religion and their laws and their stuff, and we we made it great too by showing them how to apply it to other people like slaves like us. You know, we showed them, hey, this is how you truly love your brother, by not making me a slave, letting me be able to participate in capitalism as well. So we all give to each other, but the Democrats take. They take, and that's when black people fell off too. When we started being Democrats, that's when we fell off. That's when we went down. When we were Republicans, we did good, and black people were Republicans first. And I heard black people were the first. Black men were the first Republican Party. I have to Google that more. I've been meaning to research that. You love a good COINTELPRO socialist ass clowns are Democrats. COINTELPRO socialist ass clowns. That's funny. When do we ever build? Okay, you're cute, sis. Oh, thank you. No time in history. I can't remember. You're in Florida? Yes, I'm in Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I can say great things about Democrats. Thank you. Mary Mudd proved my point. Who benefited? My people wasn't slaves. Do more research. See, all you doing is refuting me, but you're not giving any facts. Get off social media. You're getting your info off the Onion. Man, I'm getting my info from my income taxes when I got that money back from Donald Trump. The amazing, incredible President Donald Trump. When I got my taxes back, I saw how incredible and amazing he was. We created that party. Ignorance is the new Marvel 26. Stay liberal. Oh my God, get him out of here. These damn neoliberals, man. Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican and he started the party. I run a train and my family has always ran the train of freedom. My railroad has always been underground. That's cute. Yeah, America is unique. We have a certain spirit and boldness built on rebellion. Europe is filled with milquetoast sissies. I've been there a few times. It's like a giant California. He said Europe is a giant California. I believe him. Everyone has a different story. Do you know your family history? Yes, I do, sir. I do. Europe is so weak now. And a lot of black people have white DNA in them, too. Like, if you go back far enough, your great-grandfather was probably white. I got two in fact, on both of my sides, my great-grandfather, hold up. A great-grandfather, no, but he's my great. He's from the Civil War, but my great-grandfather was white on both sides. Do you know your family here? You're absolutely fabulously gorgeous. Thank you. I washed my hair today, guys. I'm trying to make it lighter, so I'm going in the sun a lot. Taxes, to my knowledge. Trump is crushing it. Trump's doing a great job. Thank God for Trump. Keep him safe and keep his family safe, and keep America safe. If you get more than your normal tax return this past season, that means you didn't make much money. So you got a bigger return. Well, why didn't I make much more money? Maybe because of what the Democrats have done to the country. No one's making money, actually. That's why everything's so damn high. That's why we have inflation. Because nobody's making any money, really. If you got more than your normal tax return, Europe is a whore. Hello, gorgeous. You look amazing. Whites were slaves. Yeah. We talking about the Irish? I heard that the Irish people were slaves. Anyway, stop playing a victim card. We are all in the same boat. All I hear are bad excuses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Democrats need to stop making excuses for all them people to come over here. Stop making excuses for all this Medicaid you gotta give out to everybody. Stop making excuses for that. Always want to tell us we making excuses, but when other people need money or when they need stuff, then it's we really need this and then they always point to their children like the babies need it, the babies. But then when Americans need something, oh, stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. You can do it. But when it's other people from other countries that's coming to your country, oh, we need it. Oh, we need it really bad. We don't have anything. We need help. Damn, woman, you stay looking good. Thank you. That's my AI lipstick. You like my AI lipstick? Inflation is bad. I love movies from the 80s and 90s. Got one income family, dad working at a Radio Shack. They got a 2-story house and a car. Now you gotta make $150K to live comfortably. Check this out. I'm not gonna say any names, but when I was doing debt counseling, it was people making $100K still in debt. $100K still in debt, paying just everything just being doiled out, 2 cars, 2 car insurances, kids in a private school, mortgage high as hell, food high. It was just all gone. The $1 million smile. Thank you. It was all gone. And that's why the Democrats are stealing. Their solution is to steal the money. Their solution is to steal the money and tell us you're making excuses. That's the Democrats' solution. While they're over there stealing millions, we're making excuses. Yes, she is beautiful though. This white boy loves dark women. When God created Eve and Adam, she had to be black. That's sweet. S-Girl, then I forgot the rest. LOL, I remember you. S-Girl CB. Hey, Sabrina. So yeah, we're talking about inflation being so high to the point that people who are making 100, you can't even live off 100K. The wife has to work as well. I think the average mortgage right now is like, you have to pay like $5,000 a month. And that's not even, and that's a house in the hood. That's a house in the hood. Yes, you are very smart. We need more women like you in this world. Thank you. My head today was $4 and oh, I didn't even mention gas. Thank you, Sabrina. We didn't even get to the gas part. We didn't even get to the gas part. I didn't even mention it. I mentioned food, mortgage, private school tuition, insurance, 2 cars, 2 insurances, but I didn't mention the gas for 2 cars. I know it's high. Good evening, Art of War. Shit, here in Texas, we got like $3 per gallon. Wow. Oh, we gotta get you out of here, man. Being crazy. I'm just happy to know I'm not the only one, because every time I go on the Republican talking chats and stuff like that, people are always saying like, it's over. We've already been divided. It's over. They sound so beat down and just they just don't, they just giving up. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna start talking right. Because before I had stopped talking about Republican and Democrat because I stopped talking about it because it was getting me into a lot of arguments, and people were they wanted to argue with me more and more, and it was getting me really tired. But from now on, I don't even argue with people anymore. Now I just be like, you're a Democrat. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this conversation because you can't be reasoned with. That's how I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him with Democrat, and I'm gonna hit him with this conversation's over. Okay, because you can't. You'll be there arguing all night. It's okay. I'll just keep playing the lottery. If I win, I'm helping everyone out. Or you gotta be president. Question: does he treat you good? LOL. Who? Donald Trump? He treats us all amazingly. He treats us all amazingly, dear. He treats us all amazingly. Donald Trump treats us amazingly. What are you talking about? And you know, he just makes you feel like a proud American. I remember like back when I was in high school, after I left my prestigious Catholic high school, that was like an A high school that I probably could have went. If I would have stayed in that high school, I would have went to probably the best. I probably went to Florida State, and you know, went to law school there, and probably would have been like a top attorney. But I left that school and I went to a public school because I wanted to be around black people, because some Haitian girl, not that I have a problem with Haitians, but they did convince me to leave that school, and it cost a lot of money. I'm gonna say the school's name if I get Cardinal Gibbons. And then I left that school to go to Coral Glades, and then I went to Fort Lauderdale High School. And in those schools, I still had a good time or whatever. But it wasn't. You weren't. I wasn't proud to be an American. I was surrounded by all these Obama bringing all them people over here, and they don't got no documents, and they're flooding the damn school. They were flooding the damn schools, and they were very Obama flooded the damn schools with a whole bunch of Haitians. Not gonna lie, and then that couldn't speak English and were very harassing, kind of harassing too. But they weren't all bad. Some of them were, you know, to each its own. You know, you can't just hate people because they have nothing in their country and they're not used to hard work, or they're used to you know, bullshitting and smoking weed, and then you join them and then you go down too, you feel me? But either way, everyone knows what's wrong from wrong. It's up to no Democrat or Republican, it's person. He's old school. He's not some coward sissy like a lot of other ones, afraid to say it like it is. That's what we need to bring back is balls. We bring back balls. Therefore. Yeah, man, because everybody's so like politically correct. Oh, we can't say that. We can't say that. How that you stopped being a top attorney? Because I was partying a lot, smoking weed, man. Are you watch Spider-Man movie? Yeah. Smoking weed, and you know, he brought in a lot of people from other countries that partied and smoked weed, and you know, if I wouldn't have been in that environment, if I would have stayed like my other friends at my prestigious Catholic school, none of them smoked weed, none of them, but one girl did party a lot, but you know, nothing wrong with parties. I love this woman. Yeah, tolerance, politically correct talk. I can't stand it. Don't even be around us. LOL. Yeah, I agree. It's all about, and then you know what? So you know the funny shit about it? The straight people gotta be politically correct. But the others, they can just act however they want. They can say whatever they want. They can just be so damn free, so sexually free. They can wear whatever they want. They can wear G-strings on Halloween and walk down the street with fairy wings and shit. No one's gonna say shit about it. But we gotta be super politically correct. We can't call nobody the F word. Can't call nobody, you can't even say gay no more. Can't even say gay anymore. So, but they can say whatever they want. They can call you the N word. They can, They can threaten you. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. I say in public, oh, hey, look, it's a man in a dress. That's sickening. Make psych wards great again. Can we get a ring? A big smile one time? Cheese. You can too. No, women can't really do that. Your mind sharp. You were eating shark meat. Pause. Y'all funny. Yeah, but they can do whatever they want. They can be, they can be nasty and harass you and do all those things. And you can do it back. You can do it back. But what if you are working for them? And what if, and then also you notice it's all, when it comes to managers, isn't there a certain theme? Isn't every manager a neoliberal? Is it me, or is every manager a minority neoliberal? I'm trying to figure out how is this shit happening. Chad's lit. This is so dark. Not dark. Yeah, they can drag stuff like anywhere they want, but you just a sane, normal, patriotic American that's straight, your energy. Yeah, you don't want to be evil. You don't want to even say nothing about them and do that stuff. You don't want to do that. You don't want to hurt people's feelings for no damn reason. Like, that's not my job, to hurt your feelings for no damn reason. Yeah. Especially when you're a good person, like you said, a normal patriotic American. You just do your job. You want to go home, relax. You go to the store and buy your groceries. But here we just say it bold, not going to bully, but not going to conform. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, Texas is good. Texas is good. Florida too. And but then again, you're a white male. I'm a black woman, so I might. The white Democrats, they can be rougher on me than they can with you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not, but but I have to be smarter. You know what I mean? Like, I have to pinpoint when I'm being harassed, and I have to, nip it in the bud. You know what I mean? You can probably feed into it and, get shit popping with them. But me, I have to, I want to leave safely and, stuff like that. And I have 2 kids, so. Who I homeschool. I can't even send them to the schools because I'm, like, scared shit straight. Like, someone's going to get them on weed, or someone's going to, trick them or something. The white Dems are the worst. They are the most prejudiced, yet the black Americans buy it. I hate it. I tell them, please don't buy that lie. Yeah, they're prejudiced. Prejudice as hell. You know what? When I think of, and that school I went to, I'm pretty sure it was mostly Republicans. Those were the kids of Republicans, I'm pretty sure, because the school colors were red, and because and their rival, which is St. Thomas is blue, so they gotta be the Dems, the white Democrats, and the Cardinal Gibbons gotta be the Republicans because they're red. And I didn't notice at the time, because at the time I'm 15 years old. I don't know any of these things. But my aunt was in politics, and she was a Democrat. I think Democrats will be rough with anyone. Yeah, they will be rough with anyone. The Democrats ruined this country. Yeah, they sure did. They sure did ruin this country. Hell yeah. But that school I went to, everyone at that school was very kind to me and treated me right. And if they weren't kind to me, they didn't go out their way to be rude or evil, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm, I said it right. The most dangerous to the black American is a white liberal female. Quote me if I'm wrong. White liberal female. Yeah, white liberal females, yeah. And and the white gay too. The white gay. The white gay is a problem too. And then the black Dems are horrible too, because they're working for the white liberal female. They're the white liberal females and the white gays lackeys. They're their lackeys, yes men, and but not all, because but you know what? Even if you don't say nothing, you're just as worth. Just because I know there's some Democrats who probably don't say anything and just, they're probably like, I'm just here to make things better, and I don't get involved when I hear their racist talk or their racist. But if you don't say anything, I think that's just as bad. Have you thought about going into politics? Man, they might. I don't know. I would love to do it though. I'm thinking about it. But I don't know, because I would be Republican, of course, I would be Republican. Well, nothing is absolute. Yeah, it's deception. It's an ideology running on emotions and feelings, not logic and facts. But then I can say to that, make sure your foundation is Christ. Get the spiritual compass on point. Yeah, I agree. Because, God will give you a spiritual compass, God will give you a spiritual compass. But the thing about God is, well, not God, but the churches, because in the church, you're going to be associating with a lot of Democrats, because the Democrats go to church. And you got to watch out for the Democrats. I'm a 58-year-old Gen X conservative. I know since the 80s and 90s the Democrats were evil. Yep. And they go to church. Democrats go to church, man. Thank you. I'm getting close because I don't have my glasses on. Sending love, politics are just different. You should give a shot. But I get everything on paper because there are things behind the scenes that would scare you. Yeah, I know. That's why, I don't think I want to do that. I like being low key. I like being low key. I don't want to be out front and center. That's why Donald Trump is so amazing to do that, man, to be out there. Everybody knows his name. Everybody's trying to run his name through the mud, But he's still standing strong. He don't care. And he doesn't go against his beliefs. Without a foundation, you can just be tossed around and get easily taken advantage of mentally. And yes, you're right. Lots of churches are gone, compromised. There's a few good ones left. Yeah, you gotta find the good ones. I think the church that I went to as a little child might have been the best church. I think that might have been the best church. But I still gotta look into it. I've been trying for decades to get my family to understand that the liberals ruined our community and stop voting for the Democrats. I don't know why they won't. It's like it's ingrained in them, ingrained in their brain. It's just like imprinted on their brain, like, you gotta vote for the Democrat. You gotta fight for us. You gotta say that, Like my aunt, she's a Democrat. And I always be like, Trump, Trump, Trump. And then one day she came to me and she was like, but what about the poor white people, Robin? I was like, girl, the poor white people are voting for Trump if they're smart. Ex-special forces and other services, but Jesus is my best friend. Hey, Lloyd American, and thank you for your service, brother. ex special forces and other services, but Jesus is my best friend. Yes. I have to read that again. Yes, thank you for your service, Lloyd. Yes, Lloyd told us that last time. Yes. Thank you for your service. Very, very commendable. I'm white and I love going to black churches and hear them sing. Yes. Black churches can sing. Yes, that's true. Thank you. Black churches can sing. Yeah, I know. I went to church all the time when I was younger, like all the time. Like I was raised in the church, and I believe in God. I totally believe in God. Like I know I'm not the bigger life force, as small as I am in this gigantic world. I know that you have to operate from a spiritual compass. Be kind and be loving. Can't be too naive though. Can't be too naive. I think God wants us to be logical too, and and see when you being taken advantage of, and notice. Yeah, they are more spiritual. Tell me about it. And then after a big family cookout, get some soul food. I lived near New Orleans for years back in the day. Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, I love New Orleans too. Yeah. I like Baton Rouge. I used to live in Baton Rouge. I love Baton Rouge. Those are some good people in Louisiana. I might go back to Louisiana. Those people are good. Those are some kind people. Those people are so kind. I bring my Bible everywhere. People look at me strange, but you have to be you. Yeah, there's good stuff in the Bible. It tells you like what to do when evil comes your way. I'm in Mississippi, and there's a lot in this state. Oh, really? Mississippi. That's cool. Mississippi. Yeah, guys. These Democrats will wear you out, man. They'll make you tired, man. They give you a headache just thinking about them. Just thinking about them, you get a headache. Nobody can teach me who I am. You can describe parts of me, but who I am and what I need is something I have to find out myself. You got more rolls than a Pillsbury Doughboy. Get out of here, Democrat. What are you talking about people for? You got time for that shit. We talking about some real shit in here. And you trying to... Louisiana is great. Get some good booting and crackling. New Orleans is a cool city. I've been there recently, and Lord have mercy, it's so liberal now. It's really, really sad. Yeah. They need to investigate these universities, man. They need to investigate these universities. Why are all these kids coming out liberal? They done took over the political science department. The political science department is under siege by the Democrats and the neoliberals. And they've been doing this shit since probably before I even went to school, but I learned about it in 2010. That's when I went to college, 2010, and I had my neoliberal professor in there spewing his neoliberalism, free trade, and NAFTA, and all that, and I remember there was this conservative boy in class. He used to always have his hair combed to the side. He was very conservative, very American first, and then the whole class would laugh at him when he would say, "Oh, capitalism is good." They would all laugh. I'm like, and I wouldn't laugh because I didn't know. I had to learn more about each side. You know what I mean? And then he would say, free trade is bad for America, that can really hurt our country. He used to say that all the time, free trade will hurt us, it will hurt us. And I was like, damn. And that shit just stuck with me. And then when Donald Trump was like, I'm hitting him with tariffs, I was like, damn. He could have been president too. I don't call it evil, it's just lack of education. But only in NOLA, rainbow flags everywhere. What? Said hi. Like, cause like, there's a problem. Why y'all gotta have a different flag? I don't mind you being LGBTQ, but why you got a different flag? Why you not waving the American flag, since America is the one that allows you to get married and no other country will allow you to get married? Right? Why you got a different flag for? You're very smart. Republican. Off topic. Your hair is gorgeous. Thank you. Where did you go to law school? Southern University Law Center in Baton Rouge. I subscribed early. Did you kick me off? No. It's an evil takeover, though. Definitely an agenda. Back in the 90s, it wasn't even on the same level. Now it's all in your face. They claim to be open-minded, yet they are the most brainwashed. Yep. Y'all not open-minded. What was the first case law school had you read? I can't remember. But I remember contracts, and I remember constitutional law. I remember, I can't remember that. I just really loved contracts. And I had a tall black woman professor with some reddish hair, and she was really cool. I really liked her. Baton Rouge, hear her? You still on? Beautiful, yes. Baton Rouge is great, by the way, yes. Nice little neighborhoods, yes, and it's inexpensive. Who is brainwashed? Democrats. Now a constitutionalist. When you have a speedboat going into a helicopter to lift you out, that is when you can after everything. That is when you can after everything. I can argue law all day. Yeah, man, why you didn't go to law school? I had a kid in law school, so I got by the way I could, I did what I could do to get by. I can't remember. Voluptuous Skittle. That day claimed they know law should know black doesn't hold up in court. Actually, I think it was a black man. The first case I learned, I know it was a black man who, he was suing the government because no goddamn money. Tell me what the first case. It was the black man, he was a slave, and he was suing the United States government because he wanted to, what was it? I can't remember what it was. Thank you. God is in control. Appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna Google it. You getting anxiety reading these comments? Eli Whitney, the cotton gin. Hold on, y'all.
That's why.
and the United States government determined that he did not have standing because he was a slave. So that's where we got standing from. Jesse Lee Peterson? Yes, I do. Hold on. I know Jesse Lee Peterson, but I think he's a Democrat though. So I don't know too much about him. 5 passports, 7 different languages, law degree, 3 other degrees, lots of stuff lived, over 60 different interests. Interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. Our people gave up our sovereignty. We should have did like the Amish and the morons. The Mormons, my bad. The Mormons. No, I like being a part of the country, dear. I like being a part. I think we did the best thing. You know, we're the ones that created the citizenship for our slave babies. Not for all these people coming over here, like Donald Trump says. But we did that. That's so great. You know what I mean? First we started out in the Dred Scott case. We didn't have standing. And then later on, we got, the 14th Amendment. And we got, due process. And equal protection amongst the states. Where we could, my great-grandmother was a slave, sir. My great-grandmother, when she was a kid, she went and stole some sugar out of the barn, and the master whipped her. And she had the whippings on her back, and she showed them to my mama. So slavery did exist, sir. Now I'm gonna have to get you out my chat because you talking crazy. You trying to throw people off of something that's simple knowledge. So we gonna get you out of here. Bye, sir. He talking about slavery didn't exist. He's one of those, the old black dude. He's funny. No, he's Trump all the way. Very patriotic. I watch him time to time. He's on YouTube. Oh, okay. I'm gonna listen to him. Jesse Lee Peterson. That's terrible and evil. God bless your Gma. I hate all that. Yeah, it's evil. But he was upholding a system. You know what I mean? Like, slavery was evil. But I also understand that these people came to America to build a better life for themselves. And I guess they couldn't do it. They needed the manpower to do it. So they got these black slaves to do it. Whether there was the black Native Americans and slaves from Africa, whichever it was, eventually we all mixed together anyway. But, they did it so that they could create a better life. And they did create a better life. And then we also became a part of that better life. You know what I mean? So, but I do think that, reparations would be good. That would be a good way to say sorry. And I don't know if all FBAs deserve it either. You would have to look down their family tree and make sure they had somebody who was a slave of the United States of America. And maybe not each individual person. Maybe like the family, would receive money. Anyway, I don't know. That's not for me to determine, dear. That's terrible evil. Trump has lost the plot, not respected across the world. That's why we needed to step in. Slavery in any form is evil. Yeah, it is evil. It is evil. But, I mean, they did it for a reason, to build this country. But I think that every wrong can be right. Every wrong, it's like if you're driving a car and you get into an accident. Well, slavery's not like driving in a car getting in an accident, but let's get another type of let's say let me get another example. Actually, nothing can compare to it. It's really, really bad. I think America should just pay reparations. Just pay reparations for it. We all will look like the white-skinned black individual eventually, huh? The government could afford to do so, Republicans, because it's sickening how much they spend per month in things that don't even matter to the economy. Yeah, I agree. And FBAs, we would put that money back into the economy. You know, what are we going to buy with it? Just Mercedes-Benz, maybe some Fords. I'm going to get me a big old Ford truck. And I'm going to just buy some property in America. Maybe give me a business in America. I'm spending my money in America. So all my money is going to just go back into the economy right here. And I might take a trip somewhere, but I don't know. I think I want to stay on my damn land. I don't even want to go nowhere. I don't want to go to Europe. I don't want to go to Africa. I don't want to go to the Caribbean until they get that shit, straightened out. Oh, mammy. Get your ass out of here, Democrat. Try being Irish gypsy and you need to walk every day. Reparations. Reps. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it would stimulate the economy. And, you know. And who says it has to be a lot? It doesn't have to be like... I think the slaves made about... For the U.S. government, they probably made like $1 trillion. It don't have to be that. It could be something way less than that. It could be like... Shit, it could be $100,000. I'd take $100,000. I would. And I would take that as... I think that would work. First, I wanted $1 million. First, we all wanted $1 million. It's 42 million FBAs. That's how many FBAs are in the United States government. So $42 million is nothing. We could pay $42 million. But if the government could get the 100,000 out quicker, like let's say they could print it out tomorrow, then I'd take the 100,000. Are you FBA? Yes, I am. Europe is horrible, just so controlled and lefty. East Africa was way more free. It was really fun. Really? The freedom there was insane. It was shockingly similar to Texas culture, the way people get together. Really? So you went to East Africa? That's cool. I've never been to Africa. I do want to go, but I'm going to explore America first. I want to see the ancient American tombs and pyramids here first, and then I'll go see Africa so I can compare it. Like parties together, family, friends, grilling, beers, drinks, music. Nobody cared about how loud you got. Ha 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 ha. Oh, your wife is from Uganda? Oh, nice, nice. That's cool. I'm not FBA, but I respect the movement. Oh, thank you, Maddie. I'm happy that you know what it is. Because if FBAs get reparation, then you can go to Uganda and get your reparations from the UK. In Nigeria, y'all can get y'all reparations from the UK, but we gotta get our reparations first because we're the ones that set the standard. You know, America sets the tone for the whole world. So we would have to get our reparations first. You know. And that would be cool. I'm from Argentina. Facts. I'm black and I'm telling you reparations is a bad idea. Bye, Big Poppy. Let me guess. We should all be voting Democrat. That's the best idea. The best idea is if we all go out there and vote for Kamala Harris. We gotta vote for Kamala Harris. Get your ass out of here, man. I'm straight. Literally, I'm straight. We gotta go and be neoliberals. We're all brothers and sisters, and it's a beautiful country, but not all African countries are the same. There's a bit of poverty, but there's money there. There's money there. The main city there is Kampala. It looks like downtown Austin. It's big. Wow. Yeah, I heard Africa looks really nice. It doesn't look that poor. They just show you the poor part, but it looks really nice. And it should look really nice because they're sending all our money over there, scamming us, coming over here, scamming the Americans, taking our money back over there. At least they're building. At least the Africans are building. What is everybody else doing with the money? They can build up their country so they can stay over there in their country. Unless you want to come to America and marry a nice American FWA or FBA and assimilate. What time is it? Yeah, it was fun as hell, no joke. Everyone there was calling me Rambo. They love Trump and American culture there. Really? Hold on, where you said this was at again? Kampala in East Africa? Let me Google that real quick. I'm gonna Google it. Have a break, okay? I had a wonderful time with you guys. Yeah, my wife loves Trump. She got 2 of his books. I got his books too. I'm reading them. But guys, I'm gonna go, okay? Because I have company. Good night.